Meowdy, it is time to make the biscuits. We have a 5-hour shoot booked today. I am exhausted. Our power went out sometime around 6 or 7 in the morning, which sucks. It's happening right now. It's getting towards the warmer temperatures. Texas grid is very, 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 very fragile. It's kind of expected, unfortunately. So let's talk about today's shoot. 5-hour shoot. I am at the Doubletree Hotel here in, I think, Arlington is where I'm at. But yeah, I'm gonna be set up for about 5 hours. There's some sort of convention thing, business convention thing here for a company that has a bunch of people flying in from different parts of the country. And they're gonna take that opportunity to update everyone's headshots since they're gonna have so many of the same company people here. Plan is to set up my tethering setup. I didn't bring the umbrellas because I'm not sure if I'm gonna have room for all that stuff, but we bought a bunch of lights, a bunch of diffusers, my silicone diffusers. Got my Canon R6 with the 24-105, 3 Godox lights, so I'm gonna have 2, like 1 main, 1 maybe key kicker, and then 1's gonna light the backdrop, potentially. Oh, brought a backdrop also, my little pop-up car shade style backdrop that has a white face and a satin kind of black finish on the other side. We have a whole ton of stuff. So the plan is to get here about 20-30 minutes early, which is on track so far. Find out where we're gonna be. I really hope it's somewhere in a room would be ideal, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not out like in the lobby or anything like that, because I won't want to do that, mainly because it's just me. And I can't just leave my stuff there if I need to go like grab a drink or grab some food or something like that. I can't leave my stuff. I'll have to tear it all down, pack it up, put it in the car, then get something, you know, not nice. But we're gonna find out where I'm gonna be set up, kind of their plan, their idea of what they had in mind, of where they're gonna have people, they're gonna have a sign-up sheet, all that fun stuff, because my contact did not get here until late last night. So there's a lot of stuff up in the air, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna make it work. We got all the gear we need. All the gear we need. Tons of gear. We're not gonna make it halfway through and go, oh crap, I'm out of batteries. No, that's not gonna happen. We got chargers, we got extension cords, all that fun stuff. Let me get to the hotel, get with my contact, find out where we're gonna be, and then get everything set up. Maybe I can hop in for a sec and kind of show you what I'm working with, but I think I'm gonna spend the majority of the time before I get there, or when I get there before the shoot, figuring out where we need to be and then getting my setup all set up. I'll check in a second. It's 100 heckin' degrees. Oh my God, I was freezing in there. It was very cold. I brought my hoodie, but I didn't bring it in to the place with me because I figured I was gonna be warm enough, but my goodness, I was incorrect. But outside, it's heckin' hot, holy cow. I'm glad I put up all my little dealy thingies to keep some of the heat out. That's a wrap. I am pretty much done with everything. I have 3 more shots that I took at the end that weren't a part of the headshots. It's just a big group shot, or big group shots. I have to edit those 3 photos, and then we're done. I had plenty of time to meticulously go through all the photos and like edit out lint and do all my standard editing stuff, but like shirts that had like lint and stuff on there and just weird things that might have, you know, happened in the shot, I was able to go in and clean out because I had basically 5 hours to work. So not bad. I'm gonna get home and unpack everything. We have so much gear that we need to unpack and put up. So yeah, let me get back home. We'll check in, okay? It's hot. We're back. Everything's unpacked right behind me. So much stuff. Let's go over everything we took here. So we're gonna start with computer first. Basically, just standard laptop, nothing special. I brought my cable and all that stuff. I brought some cords as well to charge my phone and a battery pack, just in case I wasn't gonna use this, because I did start not using it. It wasn't until about an hour or two into the shoot is where I kind of get everything set up. Then I pulled everything off the camera and started running everything off my laptop as soon as, you know, people started to come in after that. So it was about 24 or so photos that I took before getting completely set up with the tether situation. You know what I mean? But didn't use a bunch of batteries. I only used what was in these. So they ended up lasting the whole time. I believe most of these were right around 1/64th-ish of a second for power. This one is at definitely at 1/64th. This is what I use to kind of light the background to give that nice little background pop. Here's the trigger, Canon R6 24-105. I think I talked about that already. Just use standard diffusers because I couldn't carry anything else. I wanted to bring my umbrellas. I usually want to bring my umbrellas, but when I'm doing the whole tether situation, I can't carry that much stuff. That's already a ton of stuff. But we might work on that in the future. But for now, dumb diffusers work really well. Here is the clamp for this guy over here. That's the big backdrop. So it pops up and puts away really nicely. I really dig it for headshot sessions like that. Words are hard. Then we move on to my little tether setup here. So I have my tether cable right here. Make sure you pay for a fancy good one like this. This is the Dehancer Pro, the USB-C /3.0. Then I have this little power thingy, surge protector thing that has USBs just in case I need to charge anything else besides my phone, and a bunch of outlets. I also have this extension cord because I have needed it 100% of the time. Every shoot that I do where I'm doing a tether setup, I am quite a ways from an outlet. So this always comes in handy. Then I have my little pop-up chair, which is the best, and my little pop-up table, which is also the best. Gaff tape for marking and for taping up cables onto my tripod. Here's the tripod situation. I have a bigger, slightly heavier duty tripod. That's what held this guy right here. So it goes a bit taller than the rest of the stuff. So that's kind of what I use that for. I would like to take this guy, but did not have the space for this particular shoot. Bigger ones where I have to do 8-9 hours like that, yeah, the big guys come out, and then the bigger stuff comes out. But nice little 5-hour shoot, not bad, not bad. This is what held this little guy right here, and this is what I put behind everyone in front of the backdrop, and that's kind of what I use to illuminate the backdrop a little bit better. And here are my two other stands, which held the regular lights, my regular Godox lights. I had one, just a main or fill, if you will, and then another one that wasn't quite a kicker, basically just a side light. I also had this tripod here holding the R6 because I didn't want to be picking up the camera, doing that. I wanted everything to be a lot more consistent. That way, editing, super quick. But yeah, I had this mounted to my vertical mount, and that's pretty much how we handled all the portraits. Every once in a while I'd have to move up or move down or tilt a little bit, but keeping it on the tripod, one, made it a lot quicker because I didn't have to grab the thing, and I didn't have to be a lot more wary and careful about where my cable is since I am attached to a laptop.
And two, it just made it easier. Easier on my back, easier on my hand, easier on my bones. Because, spoiler alert, I am 107 years old. So everything I do hurts, creaks, pops. Very distracting for everyone. We can't be having creaky poppy me making everyone really weird. But that's the gist. That's pretty much everything I take for a tether setup like that. Granted, it will change every once in a while, so sometimes I'll take umbrellas if I can. Sometimes I'll take these guys. Sometimes I'll take the big one, depending on what the shoot calls for. But for the most part, for most shoots, this is what I end up taking. I have one more shoot in the next 2 weeks here that I'm going to be bringing this with the exception of backdrop, because the client is providing the backdrop, and that's great, because that's a lot of stuff I have to take to begin with. So yeah, I will do another in-depth kind of video at some point if I can remember with the whole setup. That way I can kind of show you how everything works and how kind of neat everything is. I really like this setup. It's fun. It's fun, and it's impressive to see a bunch of bags in a little corner turn into basically a pop-up portrait studio. Okay, photos are almost done. I'm gonna send those off because they were pretty much done in real time. But I'm doing a few little one more pass just to be safe, you know? Don't want to overlook anything. Plus there was another set of photos that we took at the end, group shots that I wanted to get edited as well. Those are all going. I'm gonna send them over in just a minute, which is, hold on. The other nice thing about this is I can just edit in real time for the most part as the shoots come in, or as the shots come in. It either just takes a second or two to kind of update to the settings that everyone else has, or I can edit it fairly quickly on the spot in between clients coming in to get their shots done. Okay, I'm tired. That was a long day. I have another shoot tomorrow, a lot more simple, a lot more fun. Not that this one wasn't fun. I was in the air condition, sitting down the whole time. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna fall asleep in a sec. So like, share, subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't care. You do you. I gotta go. Okay, bye.